When we started Emerging Leaders Foundation about 8 years ago, our idea was simple. The young people, particularly young women, would have an opportunity to ascend to positions of authority. But not just that, but these young leaders would be embedded in values and that they would do better than the previous generation. At the beginning of this year, COVID-19 ravaged the entire world. Emerging Leaders Foundation, in partnership with UNDP, partnered to work together with 100 young women health practitioners, some of whom are actually on the front lines of fighting this pandemic. But the realities of the leadership crisis that exists and that were presented by this pandemic were so dire that we decided to work with these frontline workers to ensure that they become integrity and accountability champions in their spaces of work and in their community.
I work as a part-time psychologist.
I'm a nutritionist, a clinical nutritionist by profession.
I'm a psychosocial counselor by training.
I'm a medical officer. I work with oncology, sickle cell and hemophilia patients.
I lead a team of LBQ women who are living in Dandora.
I'm a counseling psychologist by profession. I'm majoring with trauma healing.
Asante sana, thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here this afternoon, or should we say this evening, but it's great for me to be here with you. It's such a tremendous honor to be among women who want to be the leaders of the health sector, not only in this country, why not in the world? And today we'll be talking about values, we'll be talking about rights, we'll be talking about responsibilities, and we'll be talking about remedies. And particularly my strong arm is looking at the values that they need to be able to take on into their health practices.
As Emerging Leaders Foundation, we have discovered that to have greater impact in our work, we need to target different sectors and reach out to young people in those sectors. So one of those interventions is My Sister's Keeper project, which is a collaboration between Emerging Leaders Foundation, United Nations Development Program UNDP, and RHNK. We are collaborating to reach out to young female health practitioners to equip them to be able to rise in leadership roles and be more visible and more heard in their space, but also to just raise accountability champions within the health sector.
I'm actually excited to have joined the Emerging Leaders Foundation Sisters Keeper training session because it's currently enabled me to understand myself as a person.
And one of the most important things that I'm gaining from the training is the importance of integrity and the importance of governance in my day-to-day practice as a medical officer.
So one thing that stood out from the My Sister's Keeper is self-discovery. That I'll want all the LBQ women in my constituency to always know that self-acceptance is the first thing to do in the leadership journey.
With the My Sister's Keeper, a lot has stood out for me in the sense that when you talk about advocacy, dealing with young girls, dealing with HIV, dealing with sexuality, education, it stems back to what I've been interacting with. And for me, I think those are key tools that I've picked up, and I'm gonna keep on using them in my projects, because when you're dealing with young girls, it's good to show that sense of leadership.
I'm really excited because we've got to learn about self-awareness, personality traits, and storytelling. The highlight of the day today is the personality trait. So it was very good for me, and also understand why some people in my circle behave the way they are and how to handle them better.
I liked most of the stories that were shared today. They were very deep and they really spoke to me because I think most of us share a similar story, if not, the exact same one. And I'm happy that we don't let our stories and our past define our futures.
I come from Kibra and I'm a Nubian. Nubians are basically marginalized. So being a Nubian and knowing that we have to scramble, we have to fight double or work multiple times to get the normal position or just spaces whereby other youth are getting or other individuals has put me on the forefront to ensure that I am always there giving back to my community, doing community service so that I can empower. When you're a leader, you have a responsibility, and my responsibility and what I'm accountable for to my people is to give them the skills that I have learned here.
Mama, what have you learned from what Nivishe facilitators wamekufunza? Personality, self-confidence, another person, self-awareness.
During the program, we learned about self-awareness, of which mimi nilielewa kama kujijua. Actually, before I used to overvalue what other people thought of me, and it affected me psychologically. She also taught that you should appreciate yourself before you think of other people's opinions.
I know that with the mentorship program for my sisters keepers, I'm very keen on it so that I can be able now to grow as a person, because I feel like if I grow, I'm able to give back so much to the society. And since I want to introduce the aspect of advocacy and governments to the youth in Kibra while integrating it with mental health, I think the mentorship session and getting this knowledge from the mentors will actually propel these activities.
Today we are at Shofco Mkuru, Shofco meaning Shining Hope for Communities Mkuru location. We are here meeting up with gender-based violence survivors, and this is a community activity through the My Sister's Keeper.
We chose this because we are a group of 99 healthcare workers and practitioners within Nairobi who came together, and we had to create an event that will benefit the community and also from us. So as healthcare givers, we sat down and we decided we want to be talking to women and educating them on various things, empowering them.
One topic was the contraceptives. They were told the various many types of contraceptives and also shown how to use them. There was the HIV/AIDS talk. They were told how to protect themselves. There was also a session they've been taken through the hand washing session. This is in regards to the pandemic that is ongoing in Kenya, the COVID-19 pandemic. So they've been shown the best way and how to do it, hand washing, and also the best way to wear your mask.
For us as UNDP, we are established by the United Nations General Assembly, and our mandate is to support countries and people around the world to achieve their development aspirations and to be the best that they can be. So it's really been a pleasure to see how My Sister's Keepers program has evolved over the last 4 weeks, and I really want to congratulate all of you.
So this program really helped me to reanalyze myself, to get back my purpose and get back my voice.
And now I am walking out of My Sister's Keeper program quite strong. I am not quitting. I am a bitter Kenyan. I am not happy with the way things are working, and I'll continue advocating for the rights of women and girls.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the purpose for My Sister's Keeper: to raise the profile of women. Number 2, to ensure that we equip them with communication skills. And number 3, to entrench integrity and accountability in the public health sector.
Our voices have power, our voices have meaning, and our voices can create positive change.
I am ready to be My Sister's Keeper.
I'm ready to be My Sister's Keeper.
And I am ready to be My Sister's Keeper.
Emerging Leaders Foundation. Discover, connect, and impact.